in my entire life. All right, we teased the Pelicans, and rightfully so. They are on a nice little run here, playing Dallas. No worries, 119, 113, five straight for New Orleans. Zion with 24, 9 rebounds off of the bench. Derik Queen with 19, 11, and 6. Anthony Davis had 35 and 17. But it's the 5 in a row for the Pelicans. We had written them off. I'm not blaming us. We were supposed to. That's what they look like. But now you got Z in there. You got Derik Queen, double-double last 3 games, Lou. Again, we were ripping this team apart, shipping people off. Is everything switching around, or is this enough for you to say, all right, let's take a minute and breathe?
Well, yeah, let's take a minute to breathe. I think what they found is the young fella can play, and this is a piece that you can build around. And you found also that Zion might be really, really good on the second group and give you some balance of somebody that's coming off the bench in a 6-man role. That's Zion Williamson, that's playing the minutes that he's playing and doing the things that he's doing. But Derik Queen is a star. I think this young guy is somebody that you can definitely build around. He's definitely a winning piece. Now, what you just said, Beadle, we can take a breath. I don't know if this 5-game win streak is enough for us to say, hold on, let's stay right here in this pocket, because I don't think in a perfect world Zion wants to come off the bench. So that's going to be something that you're going to have to pay attention to. And I also think you're not going to have him come off the bench very long. But what do I know in New Orleans right now? This works. If I'm them, I don't shake the tree, I don't rattle the tree, and I continue to stack up wins how we're built and how we're playing right now as it is.
Yeah, this is it's progress. And it's exactly what you want to see as a team, as an organization. Well, now you look like Derik Queen, great stud. Jeremiah Fears, stud. So now all of a sudden you're talking about the New Orleans Pelicans in a different light, because now they have future pieces. They have assets. They have Zion, who they found something with bringing him off the bench, managing his minutes, of a guy who's always been in and out of the lineup because of health and because of injuries. Now let's put him off the bench and find ways we can mix up his minutes and have him play at the end of the games and kind of manage his risk more. And now again, they have Herb Jones, who's valuable. You talk about him on the trade deadline, or the trade block, how the Lakers are interested in him. That's just another asset. It's another good thing that the New Orleans Pelicans have. And honestly, I watched this game last night. The crowd was into it. Like, the crowd was going nuts in the game. There's good energy back in this organization, and it's a great sign moving forward. And that's all you can ask for with a team with such an atrocious start to the season, to now run 5 off and now actually have a goal. Like, guys, do we dare try and make that play in? Do we dare like now you start thinking,
no.
We're breathing. We're breathing.
I'm just saying, this type of progress, you think, okay, let's just day by day keep going. But now at least there's goals. There's
I see it different. I see it different, Chandler. I don't think they get into a play-in. I don't think they get into the playoffs. I think what you're seeing now is a team that is evaluating talent. I think we're in the mode of, let's evaluate everybody. Let's evaluate every scenario. Let's evaluate every situation, from Queen being the man to Zion being off the bench. Who's going to be my role players? Who's going to get their hands dirty? Let's pay attention from top to bottom what this roster is, and let's see who's valuable enough to build around moving forward. I think this season is a wash. I don't think they put themselves into a competitive position to be in a play-in, let alone a playoff with the record they have. They run off 5 in a row, and your record is 8-22. Still, with five in a row, you're still not in a great scenario.
That hurts.
Yeah, you're still not in a great position. But again, when you have some positives that can come out of this, you put yourself in a position to let me evaluate who's in my locker room and who's worthy enough to keep. So no, I play in is crazy talk.
Yeah, I just think this team, like, what's crazy, this team has a better potential and better setup than like the Clippers for future. At least they have something to look forward to. They have assets. They have these young guys that can, like, Fears can be an all-star eventually. Yeah. Queen can be an all-star. Like, teams like the Clippers, they have no bright side. They have no light at the end of the tunnel. So at least you start seeing the progress and the hard work and the practice and the turn into wins and translate to wins, that's a huge sign for a struggling franchise. And again, now maybe they go and shop a Jordan Poole. Maybe they go and shop a Zion. Like maybe Zion now has showed enough to making his trade value a little better, and you can add to these young core pieces. I'm just saying it's all positive momentum for a team that's just been cheeks the last couple weeks.
Can we make that? But can we make that argument when they are literally in the same position as the Clippers, right? Like, so
only because of the youth.
The youth and the assets
is optimistic. Yeah,
and that's why I say
and that's why I say you evaluate. You see who you're going to keep. You like Fears. You like Queen. You see what you're going to do with Alvarado moving forward. You see what you're going to do.
Is 25 years old. We haven't even mentioned him.
Right. You see what you're going to do with guys like that are on the fringe, that are kind of in in between in their careers. Who are they going to be? And if they're going to be that for the New Orleans Pelicans, I think this gives you an opportunity to evaluate talent from top to bottom.
Can I also
what's crazy? Go ahead.
Zion is 25.
I know.
Right.
He's 25 years old.
Yeah. But in NBA years,
he's like 100.
So there's the difference in that he's a super young guy, but in NBA years, are we going to continue to do this in New Orleans where we're going to get something out of this and maybe not, or do we give him a fresh start? Because again, he's coming off the bench, but Zion ain't trying to come off the bench. This is a guy that we touted as being a star, a superstar, all-star, whatever you want to put on his name. He still feels like that window is open. He got things to accomplish. So I don't know how long this come off the bench thing lasts. Like it's worked so far, but for him personally and his team, they're probably going to look for other options, and that's probably okay with the New Orleans Pelicans.
I know. I just all I can keep hearing is Carmelo Anthony when he was asked about coming off the bench. He's like, "I'm Carmelo Anthony. I don't come off the bench," and that's what I hear here. But that being said, like if you showed this game right to somebody who's never watched basketball before and they don't know who Zion Williamson is and who he's supposed to be, they would be like, "Oh, this seems to work. This is a good idea." Is there a world? Just humor me. Where he maybe could see this as a positive, and you don't want to mess with a good thing. You're 5 straight, right? Like there's no world in which he'd be like, okay, I could do this.
No way. He's 25 years old. When he plays 30 minutes, he is putting up 28 and 10 and 6, and it's all about health with this guy. And again, they found something here, a small sample size, and Saddiq Bey has been starting in front of him, and he's been good too. The guy's averaging 15 points a game. We haven't even mentioned him talking about the Pelicans for the last 10 minutes. But I will say this, if I'm watching this game last night and I didn't even see who was starting or who was playing, I would know that guy's different. I would know that Zion Williamson is one of the best players. I would know his build and his athleticism, the way he still gets to the rim. He still did some special things last night on the floor that's not really human, and that when he's healthy, he's a top 15 player in the NBA. Like, again, it's a big if.
Not a bench player. That's a fact.
And a bench player. Like, we should be talking about him. I'm about to bring up Team USA again. We should be talking about him about like a Team USA type player, not the 6 man, on an 8-win team. Like, come on, stop. He's too good.
Can we get like a buzzer if he mentions Team USA? This is for everybody back in LA in the control room. Can we get a buzzer that when he does that, the mic goes dead?
Zion, we're talking Zion as a 6 man, not like an all-star, all-NBA, or like an Olympian. I can't. For
now, while it's working, and then when it stops working, you change it up again. I just don't think you mess with a good thing. Well, fine. We got to take a quick break. On the other side, Giannis called himself the hottest chick in the game. Yes, we'll talk about that on the other side.